Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Hamad Khabat Naif. I am a student from College of Arts from Knowledge University on second stage. And today, in the studio of ASO Sports Center, we are in the program of Sport is Life. Before we actually start this program, I'd like to state the purpose of this program. The first purpose is to actually appeal to more English learners and more English-speaking audience. And the second purpose actually is to help people learn English by listening to us and also watching us. And finally, the third purpose actually is to be the first channel to have an all English speaking program which is about sports. And that program being is Sports is Life. Now in the studio today I have with me a wonderful guest, Captain Mohammed Abbas. He comes from Ryan Sports Center. So Captain Mohammed, welcome to our studio.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mohammed Abbas. I'm 22 years old. I'm studying at Mad-Ol Institute. I'm in fourth stage and I'm coach at Ryan Sports Center, and today with Mr. Mohammed we will talk about a lot of things about sport. Sport is life. We'll talk about food, supplements, how to work out, gym, and we will go back to Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you. Now let me tell you something actually about sports in general. Take it as a part of personal experience actually. I started to do sports at a very young age actually. And because, I was actually diagnosed with diabetes and I had obesity actually. So I told myself, or should I say my doctors told me, that in order to be healthy, you have to actually start working out. And by working out we mean start training. Not necessarily bodybuilding, but we can also train we can spend our time training football, soccer, basketball, volleyball, and many kind of other sports like martial arts, for example, boxing, and so much more. But the one that appealed to me the most was actually bodybuilding. I started bodybuilding at a very young age, and because of this I actually had to improve myself. The best way I can call this experience, or should I say the personal experience that I have, is a learning experience. Because there were times where I actually had to stop and ask myself, what am I doing now? I had to, let's say, do my homework about this sports. So, of course, I started to use Google. I started to search a lot about nutrition, food, diets, and everything. And luckily, I stumbled upon this book, which is called Bigger, Leaner, Stronger by Michael Matthews. Now, this book is actually an amazing book. I totally recommend that to everyone who would like to educate themselves on bodybuilding should read this book. Now we will go to you, Mr. Captain Mohammed Abbas, and first of all I'd like to ask you, tell us about yourself.
When I was start lifting, before I start lifting, I was so skinny. I was a football player, and then I asked myself why I'm not go to the gym to add some weight, to be more muscular. And I went to the gym. Firstly, I didn't know anything about this game. After that, step by step, I learned more, and now I'm the coach. And a lot of people ask me every day, Captain, we want to be like you. They think muscle come in day or 2 days or twice, but actually it's fault. If you want to be more muscular, to be good in shape, first thing that you should do, you should add your meals. You should eat 5 or 6 meals in a day. And the gym is only 13%. The other 70% is only food. Food is the best thing in this game.
So we can say that the most important part about this game, the bodybuilding game, is the food, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we have carbohydrates and protein. First thing, if you want to be food for a good energy, I say carbohydrate it's the best one, like in rice or potato, and in the protein source you can eat chicken breast, beef, and eggs white. It will help you a lot. It's like good carbs. Yeah, good carbs. It's rice and potato.
Mhm. So you say that the good type of carbs are the rice and
And potato,
potato
yeah,
and
absolutely.
such things like that. And you mentioned also that proteins or foods that have a lot of protein are like chicken breast
included, yeah,
and
okay.
beef and egg whites and so much more.
Sure.
Isn't it so?
Yes.
So, from the personal experience that I have, let's say, I had to do a lot of research on the topic of diet. And I had a lot of trouble, actually. So, based on your experience, Captain Muhammad, what is a diet?
Diet, first thing, diet is the key. And diet doesn't mean you can't eat anything. Diet is mean you can eat 5 or 6 meal in a day. But how? Meal like, not like junk food or cheat meal. You can eat clean meals. Like in the morning, you can usually we eat egg whites and oats. Oats include in good carbs. It will help you for your mass gaining. And the eggs white is a good protein source. Every champion use egg whites in the morning. And in the evening before or we say before your training, you can use carbs like potato and rice and oats. It will help you for a good workout. And after the workout, the human body needs more protein source. You can use protein powder, and after a protein powder, you can eat another meal that includes in good carb and a good protein source, not junk food.
So,
That it.
so from what you say to us is that there are two types of food we can actually follow in a diet, and these types of food usually include carbohydrates and protein. And there are the foods that we should not actually eat, like Captain Muhammad said. These foods include junk food, sugary.
Like sugar, snacks, chocolate bar, chips. This food won't help you. It just make you fat.
Mhm. So these types of food do not actually add to the benefit of working out. It actually ruins it,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of people actually travel around the world, and we see a lot of statues of people doing some poses while looking muscular and looking actually incredible. So what could this possibly tell us, Captain Muhammad?
People start lifting a long time ago, and we have seen like the championship, like Arnold, Ronnie Coleman, and statues found in Rome and Greece and the other historical place. Yeah.
So all these statues could tell us that bodybuilding is actually
Start a long time.
a long time ago. Wow. Can you actually believe this? It's one of the oldest sports, maybe even before football, right? Now, so when I started first in bodybuilding, I didn't know much, and I usually had to ask my trainer, I had to ask a friend, I had to use the internet. I was basically a beginner. Even now, maybe I am still a beginner, that I don't know much. But there are always steps we can follow that we can switch from being a beginner to an advanced player of bodybuilding or weightlifter. Isn't it so, Captain Muhammad?
Yeah, sure. So Muhammad is one of the best players in Range Sports Center.
Thank you.
And I'm his coach. We work out together and we help each other every day. And we are good teammates. We help each other a lot.
So you heard it from the man himself. We train together and he actually helps me a lot in my training. And you always have to look out or look up to the person who knows more than you do. An important part here actually is the education side of, let's say, anything that you are doing. It is always important that we should educate ourselves on any kind of matter that we are dealing with. So, Captain Muhammad, I have given a lot of advices in my, let's say, experience of 1 year, 2 years sometimes. What are the advices you can give to the viewers and listeners to ASO Sport Channel?
Okay. When people come to our center, Rain Sports Center, when someone had a lot of fat in his body come, he say, Captain, I want to lose my all fat in 1 month or 2 months. It's impossible. Like if your weight is over 100, it's so, how you say it, it's not impossible. You can do it, but it takes time. So you can, first thing that we say it, first thing you have to eat a good meals and do cardio every day and drink a lot of water. It will help you a lot. And in our center, Rain Sports Center, we have sauna and swimming pool. You can do sauna for 15 minutes. It will help you a lot for your human body. It's not contained only in fat. It's contained in water and salt. If you go to sauna, the water is come down slowly. You will feel it. And the swimming pool, and it will help you for your back hurt or knees hurt or broken bones. That is.
So your advice is, first of all, to come visit Rain Sports Center,
Yes,
right?
you should come to visit to our center.
So, of course, from what I can get from your experience and everything, we should probably be patient and take our time with the process we are doing. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. Howler.
See you.